getting awkward now, isn't it?
Well, hello. It's that time of the year again where we kick off Christmas season. Um, Christmas season begins in December. I know we were supposed to do Fatal Deviation, but last week we got Stranger Things to out our tits. And this week it would be wrong to just jump in with Fatal Deviation with no being a Christmas film. Because during Halloween we do Halloween films, during the year we do any film. So tonight we're going to dive into a Christmas film. And by the way, J-Mackington.
Yes.
When we think of Christmas films, we don't think of films like this, right? But
No.
I think that's actually an issue with today. I think our Christmas films now have to have Santa in it, or we'll unpack it, right? We'll unpack it.
Santa, or at least John McClane for some reason.
Aye, but no, do you not think like that nowadays Christmas films have to be like all proper Christmassy? When you look back, some of the greatest Christmas films are actually just set in the Christmas period. Like John
I would
McClane.
argue Die Hard is one of them.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
But do you not think we've cracked it then? That's probably why people relate it as a Christmas film, because it makes them feel Christmassy. Anything can happen in the Christmas period, you know? And
Yeah.
it's not I think it's really subjective to anybody what they class as a Christmas film, right?
Yeah.
Because it has to be.
I have to say, when I first suggested doing this film,
Mm-hmm.
I did have the concern, and I don't know, you haven't told me what you thought of it yet. So I did have the concern of this looks like it might be a me film, and
It's definitely a you film. Definitely.
aye, it looks like maybe a me film, but no a Kev film. So obviously we'll unpack it as we go. I'm interested to find out what you thought of it. This was my first viewing as well. I did start watching it like not long after it came out, but it was like a Friday night in my mate's house having a swally, and
That's a hard film to. You need to
we're
concentrate on
watching
that
it,
one.
and the two is like, I was like, this is good, but it's no other night film. Do you know what I mean? And
no,
I just never went
100%.
back. Just never went back to it. But it's on Netflix now, so
Yes.
that's handy.
Well, the thing is,
I was glad I could get to revisit it. So
I think you're right what you say there. It's a know the night type of film. Like with some films, no matter how good or bad they are, sometimes you're just like, Ken, what? I felt like watching a film, but when I turn it on, I've no got it in me to get what it needs, eh? And I think this is one of those films that you're gonna have until like I'll give my so when I was in the cinema industry, I brought this in and nobody came to see it, and I thought, oh, that's a shame, right? Matthew Mann, evening fellas, how's it going, my man? Hope you are well. So when this came in, I saw it and thought I saw a trailer for it when I was doing the bringing the film in, and I thought like there's much better things at the time. When you said the Holdovers, I went, but looking at my phone, I went, do you know what though? If I don't go, let's go with the Holdovers, then I'm playing it too safe. Like, what's the point in reviewing films if you're only going to review things that you want to watch? So I went, no. And when you were like, oh, Paul Giamatti and it's Alexander Payne, since Sideways and that, I thought, great, it's so fucking, it's like J-Mac fucking into the arm syringe, I thought. But
it's proper J-Smack.
Just proper J-Smack. But I thought, do you know what though? I owe it to try it out, and we can kick off the Christmas season doing this, right? A small cast. I thought for the first 5 minutes, I went, oh boy, like, oh boy, this is going to take a lot of this. Right? Now, I'll give you some context as to how I watched this last night. It was last night. My wife went to bed. I think we've been so busy recently, even the day, just chocker busy, right? she went to her bed like, oh, I'm up early as hell. And I thought, you know what? I'm not up early as hell. Up early, but no early as hell. So I'm going to attempt to watch this. And if I fall asleep on the couch, I'll just kind of pick it up on the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee McMaster in the house. Lee, my friend, how are you doing? Wee bit of context before we go back to what I was saying. Apparently, Lee's been here every week, and I've failed to notice him. It's quite a quiet one tonight, so early doors, Lee, here's your minute. Here's your 5 minutes of fame. Lee, if I have missed you in any podcast, I'm sorry, my dude. And that goes for anybody else as well. It was brought to my attention last week that Lee's been in the chat, and apparently I've not seen him. So either it's a Facebook thing or the comments are moving too quick. So it must be a Facebook thing because our comments don't move that fast. So
no, they do not.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. But apologies, mate. I hope you're all well. And make sure you.
I thought you'd go even further with that this week. I thought you'd have like fucking streamers coming out.
Do you know what's funny? I would have had something prepared if I had the time. Honestly, if I had the time, I really would have like. Happy Lee Day to you. Do you know what? He might just get his own wee you know what.
We get a karaoke this thing, mate, and sing it.
If you've got something you can send me, J Mac, I'm gonna do it.
I actually don't. I have nothing.
Fine. We'll find something. But I started watching this last night going, right, it's quite late. Chances are I'll fall asleep, but I'll get a good feel for what I'm gonna have to pick up on tomorrow. Stayed up to like 3 a.m. watching it.
You actually finished it?
Finished it.
Okay, that's a good start. that's a wry smile.
I thought this was a big pile of beautifully written film. And I think it's going to be hard to talk about it because I don't have any complaints with it. So do you know what I mean? It's going to be hard to. We could just sit blowing smoke up its ass. I thought it was great, actually, really did. To the point where I'm going to ask you, what's Sideways like? Because is it as good as this?
I think Sideways is better. It's two very different films, right? But Sideways has been a favourite of mine since I first seen it, like when it came out, and I've watched it probably at least once every couple of years since the early 2000s when it came out. This one, as much as I really, really loved it, I don't think it's going to be like a Christmas tradition film for me. I think it might be every 5 years or something like that. I'll come back to this because it's not a light-hearted Christmas fare. You know what I mean? I mean, there's elements of it that are light-hearted. Some of it's a wee bit devastating, but it's like it's just so well acted by everybody that's in it. Absolutely. And this is the young guy that plays Angus. This is his first film.
Dominic Sessa.
Yeah. This is his first film, and apparently Paul Giamatti had to fight for him. Like, no fight with the director, but really kind of go to bat for this boy to get the role. And I think it really paid off. He played that kind of smarmy, belligerent wee prick so well, but he was also likable, and that's hard. That's hard to do. That's really hard to do. And Paul Giamatti, I mean, has he ever won an Oscar? Because if he's no, it's about fucking time. Like, we need to start a movement.
I know. Here, has he always had the fucking shrimp eyes though?
No, that's makeup. It's brilliant, isn't it? What's funny is it's not always the same fucking eye.
Because the first point I really noticed it was when he was like he was watching them skiing on the ice rink, and he's just like that. He's looking in fucking different directions. I'm like, what I love about this film, as serious as it is, it doesn't take itself too seriously. But you know what though? Like this film felt like something for the early 90s. Do you know what I mean by that? Like when I was saying at the start, it doesn't have to be ho ho ho, Santa's coming. It's the holidays. He can't go home because his mom doesn't give a fuck. Stupid bitch, right?
See, that's the thing that's kind of devastating about it, and it becomes more and more apparent, like as the film goes on, that he's basically just getting tucked away at boarding school, and it's no. I mean, what kind of life is that? Like, boarding school freaks me out as a concept anyway. It's never, obviously, I've never been to boarding school. I know it's still a thing. I don't think it's as popular as it used to be, but boarding schools still exist where parents just send their kids away for months and they only come home during school holidays. That's mental. That is like you're breeding psychopaths at that point. So the boarding school kids that end up in politics and that, I think they're deliberately breeding wee sociopathic pricks to be in the elite, and it's a bit fucked. The whole concept of boarding school is just a bit fucked.
But this is basically set around it. For me, like, there's Grand Theft Auto. There is a Rockstar game called Bully, originally called Canis Canem Edit. I have it, right? And you're essentially a kid that gets taken into boarding school. Aye, this felt like that without like all the mischief. There's a wee bit of mischief in it, but there's no crazy amounts. But what I thought was great about it, do you not feel that Dominic Sessa and Paul Giamatti's characters are yin and yang? They're both dealing with the same shit, but from two different ends of their life, you know?
Aye. And I think their chemistry was phenomenal. Like, considering this is a first-time actor, or not a first-time actor, he did some stage and stuff, but a first-time film actor playing with Paul Giamatti and being able to steal the scene sometimes for Paul is really impressive. And that's good writing as well. It's not just all down to the actors. It's good writing, it's good direction, and that's what kind of brings it all together to be this. I mean, I went through to Mel when it was finished, and she's like, "Was it good?" And I don't use this expression very often, but I said, do you know what? It was a really sweet film, and I didn't mean sweet like the new vernacular is sweet. I mean, it was sweet. It's what my mum would call a nice wee film.
Do you know as well? A lot of the stuff in this film is like between the lines. So when there's silence, you're feeling for the characters. Like see when they say, "Oh, we need you over here, Paul." He walks into the kitchen and is it Mary? That's her name, isn't it? The cook. She called Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
Aye. She's just standing there in the corner, and you know exactly that the people in that room are there to comfort her, but they don't know what to say. So instead, everybody's just feeling her pain, and she says one thing, and you're like, "Oh." You know what I mean?
Even like at that moment where the janitor guy that's clearly trying to get in about it, he puts his hand on her back, and the way she reacts. Normally, in that kind of moment, you get like a over the top outburst, like "Get the fuck away from me," that sort of thing. But she just went back off. Like it was so. Like she almost didn't want to say anything but had to, but it came out as like this painful whisper. Sounds like a band. Painful whisper.
Na, 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 na. I'm never gonna fart again the way I did with you.
But
Painful whisper.
She is Da'Vine Joy Randolph, and she deserves a major shout out for this film. Hey, Janice, what's happening?
Janice, what?
Have you seen The Holdovers, Janice? If you haven't, it's worth sticking on the list.
You should watch it.
Da'Vine Joy Randolph was fucking brilliant. And what was good about her as well is like she could have easily become like a caricature because of the personality she's got. She could have easily been one of these
Queen Latifah.
And they just didn't do that. She was just a normal woman fighting with some horrible shit that's happened in her life. And that stuff's devastating as well. Like, I mean, there's this whole fear that Angus has got is that he's going to flunk out of this college
and
he's
going to
going to military school. But back then in 1970, when this is set, going to military school was pretty much a one-way ticket to ending up having to go to Vietnam. So there was more of a fear about military school in the 70s, the early 70s, with the fact that it wasn't just about, I'm going to go to military school, it's going to be shite, I'm going to get shouted at all the time, like it was in like Bill and Ted, for example. This is a good chance that I might end up having to go to Vietnam, like what happened to Curtis. But obviously Curtis, who was Mary's son, he went to that school, but they couldn't really afford for him to go any further, so he went into the military to get the what do they call it, the GI scholarship. Basically, once he comes out, he can go to college for free. And unfortunately, he lost his life in Vietnam. And that's
Got a one-way
the way she portrays the heartbreak that she's feeling is just, it is devastating.
Phenomenal.
Which is weird for what's billed as a holiday comedy.
I know.
This isn't a laugh out loud comedy. Don't get me wrong, I did laugh out loud a few times, but it's no a laugh a minute gig. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of heart in this, and there's wee bits of levity in between.
Matthewman says, worth a watch then. I really enjoyed Sideways. It is worth a watch, Matthewman. Janice says, no, I haven't yet. Well, you need to. All right. By the way, he's a bit of a pussy, this Angus fella. He runs into the fucking gymnasium, does a wee flip and flips over and he's like, ah! At first, mate, see,
you thought he was at it, eh? You thought he's just trying to freak him out.
Yourself doing that, you fucking gimp. And then he's like, eh!
It's when obviously he dislocates his shoulder doing this flip, and it shows you it in the hospital, where as soon as it shows you the dislocated shoulder, you're just going, oh, you fucker.
See how they done that thing where they had to take his arm and then they like pulled it and snapped it back into place. I had that done to my knuckle, so I can only imagine what that feels like.
How did that happen to your knuckle, Kevin?
That you dropped all your brewskis.
I spilled everything, mate. Like,
oh no.
That's me got nothing left.
I've got nothing left. Yeah.
It's going to be sticky when I'm finished. Oh, that came out right.
It's always sticky when we're finished. Do you know what this film reminded me of? And I think Matthewman will be the only person here that will have seen it, right? Ginny says, I'll add that to my list then. Good lass. There's a film called, when I've watched it, I never had it on videotape. It was one of those taped off the telly deals. There's two titles for it. One is called Dutch. The other is Driving Me Crazy. It stars as Ed O'Neill, Ethan Embry.
I know of this, but I've never seen it.
Oh, so good, man. It's a holiday film. I'll give you the gist of it. But this has the same thing. You're basically just taking the same, like, one, obviously, with this film is Paul Giamatti is the teacher and the kid's the student. And it's like they shouldn't be hanging out, but they do, and they form a bond. Same thing, Drive Me Crazy. Wee rich kid goes to a boarding school, but mum's new boyfriend comes to collect him, right? Drive him home for the holidays. But then once he collects him, they go stop to get something to eat. Someone steals his car. Oh no, we're going to have to hitchhike back, right? Only to later reveal, if you're going to watch it. Are you going to watch it?
Aye, why not? It's another Christmas film. I watch the same ones every year, and I actually don't have that many that I watch every year. I've got Home Alone 1 and 2. I've got The Muppet Christmas Carol, Santa Claus the movie,
The Grinch,
maybe the Santa Claus. And bloody Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. That one, I watch that every year.
Phenomenal.
That's kind of Tuppence. Back away, Predic.
But here's the thing. See this film.
I need more.
I'm not going to ruin it for you then, right? But it's one of those things where they're both kind of stranded and they need to get home for the holidays, and they're like, well, I've got nothing left now. So I've got nothing left. So they have to like kind of hitchhike, and a lot of things happen. Yeah, and it's a bonding thing. It's very, very, very good. That's what this reminds me of in a similar way. You know, the teacher, nobody likes the teacher.
I did think when I was watching it, I was like, I don't feel like the concept of it is particularly original. I feel like it's been done before, like the two people that just don't like each other form a bond and movie ends. But it was just done in such a sweet way.
Yeah.
And like you can feel the shift. There's a moment where the feeling between them shifts, and to me, I don't know if everybody else would agree, to me it's when they sit down to have the Christmas dinner. I feel like at that point actually no, I felt a shift in Paul Giamatti when he decided to try and do something nice for Christmas. So he goes out to get the Christmas tree, and it's the way he stands next to it, so proud. Yeah, this fucking shitty wee tree
with nothing on it.
He's just got a look, and he looks so smug at that moment. Everybody's like, you're not going to put decorations on it, no. And then he gives them both the same book, which we find out later on he's got a whole box of. He didn't even go out and buy the books; he's just got loads of them anyway. But it's just, man, I didn't greet.
Are you sure?
No, till the end. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the moment, like the moment that the two of them share at the end of the film, kind of breaks your heart, man.
Is it when he's like, "I was going to say the same to you"?
Aye. Basically. And it's just so well put together. But anyway, I feel like I'm jumping around too much.
Yeah, how good was the you got Paul Giamatti at the start, he's very Scrooge-like.
Aye. It is kind of a bit Christmas Carol-y in that respect. Like,
Can I just say though, on the Scrooge level, right, we all look at Scrooge as the bad guy, right? But he's not really. Because he's not like, here, I'm rich and I'm going to sit there with a fire on for me and not you. He stays in the same room that's cold, that he won't allow fucking Bob Cratchit to put the logs in. The same way
aye.
that Paul Giamatti in this film eats the same as the students. You know?
He's the same. He's sleeping in the same place. He's like, oh, by the way, they're cutting off the heating to the dorms, so we're all sleeping in the fucking hospital, basically. That can't be a particularly nice environment. It's all stone walls, and that there's nothing personal in any of these walls. Or
But that's the thing, though.
It is like a prison. It is like a prison for these kids that are left behind. And there are, is it 5 or 6? 5. There's 5 kids left behind.
No.
And within the first, act, 4 of them fuck off.
I know. I kind of thought it was going to be one of those.
I didn't expect that to happen. It threw me a wee curveball. I thought it was going to be like
All of them.
he's going to form a bond with him because of clashes that he has with the other ones, or maybe he'll form wee bonds with all of them. But then the rich boy's dad shows up in a helicopter and takes the other guys away skiing. But his mum doesn't answer the phone because she's a prick.
Aye.
And that's it. He's just left there. And it kind of adds another element of like devastation to him. Like, could you imagine being like, what would you be like in that situation? Think of you as you and the way that you are being in that situation. How would you act? Would you just be acting out the whole time?
Do you mean like when my whole class went to France with the school and my mom was just like, and I had to go and sit in somebody else's class while my full fucking year went away to France?
I'm laughing because I'm devastated, mate.
To be honest, mate, like it was just normal to me, so I didn't feel any different. I was just like, oh, well, of course I wasn't never getting to go. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I dealt with it. But at the same time, like I never looked. Where he differs is like I don't look at my parents and think they could have and they just didn't. So fuck me.
Aye.
It's more so I was like, well, we're not even having that conversation for whatever reason. I'm not going to ask. There's the letter. It's been thrown in the bin. Cool. And that's yesterday now. I'm moving on. You know what I mean? So in this scenario where I know that they could have and they just haven't, it would feel quite. You'd feel like, fuck him. And I think his hero was his dad.
Yeah. I mean, the bit where he's like, I want to go see my dad. And again, another curveball. Do you know what I mean? We all thought he was dead. And then it turns out he's just fucking bonkers.
Sometimes people like to it's easier just to say they're dead than to explain.
Aye. But it kind of shows you Angus's kind of conniving nature in trying to make Paul Giamatti feel guilty. He mentions his dad and he's like, my dad's dead. Just to make him feel bad in that situation because he wanted to pump the lassie in the basement.
Mate, can we just talk for a second as to how quickly that escalated?
But that's what it's like when you're a teenager, though.
I don't feel it escalates that quick. Here, this is all these kids, right? Here, let's do some finger painting. You try to look down my top,
mate,
here's a kiss.
Mate, when I was 17, man, I take one look at Lassie and go, that's my future wife.
Aye,
do you know what I mean?
But they don't tend to look at you and go, well, here's my tits then. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking from his perspective. I'm talking from her perspective. Are you trying to look at my top? Here's a kiss. Like, there was very little in the way of a connection there. He was straight away when he saw her brightened up.
Aye, red-blooded male, you know.
Aye. I just felt that was far too quick to be believable. It's that's samurai cop levels of quick.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's going to be okay. Do you like what you see? Yeah. Do you want to touch what you see? Yeah. Wow, chicka waka.
You want to fuck me? or that other line. You just keep it warm. So I never really put two and two together with the Scrooge thing, but you're kind of right. It's like they're all living in the same misery. Like Paul Giamatti, that's another thing. Paul Giamatti, he's clearly a lonely guy as well, but he refuses to. He refuses to admit that he's lonely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's like he's conditioned himself to feel like it's normal, and that's sad as well.
Sees his pal who went to school with, hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm, living it up, got the wife, everything that you probably thought you were going to be when you first started out. What are you doing? Insert fucking nonsense.
Lies. Insert lies here.
But do you notice, they always had each other's back throughout this film as well. Even when they were slight enemies, both Angus and Paul had each other's back the whole time.
Well, I think that Paul knew that Angus was smart. Like, you could see when he was handing out the exam results at the beginning, Angus was the only one that got a decent grade. He had like a B+, which he looked disappointed with. But I can imagine that Paul is a very harsh grader. He's a harsh marker.
Oh, aye.
Because you get them. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
He's like, all my teachers were like that. No, they weren't.
No. Just one. Miss Gonzalez, we meet again. I remember.
Oh, wait, sorry. You should have beeped that.
Sorry.
Anonymity and all that.
It was Frau Gonzalez. I mind I called her a bitch once and I didn't think she could hear me, and she did. I got sent out. Suspended. I was like, does it count? Because I never actually called her it. I just said it and said it a bit louder than what I thought.
My wife said something to me the other day. She's like, oh, by the way, they've just started a new policy at the school. Finally. I was like, what is it? If a kid swears at a teacher, it's an immediate expulsion. I'm like,
that was always the case.
Oh, no anymore, man. The things that kids have to do to get any kind of suspension or expulsion,
your sister says that,
is fucking next level. Next level. When we were at school, which wasn't, in the grand scheme of things, wasn't really that long ago. But longer
especially for me.
Thanks for that, mate. I thought I'd get there before you.
That's just joking.
Like, anything could get you suspended. Like,
I got suspended a few times.
I'm not sure.
It was silly stuff. It was silly
What are you drinking?
stuff.
What are you drinking? Glenlivet.
That's it.
Okay, Glenvliet.
It's one of those things, because I've got a new addition to add to my wee whiskey cabinet. One needs to go, so I'm having to fucking enjoy it. Because what I do is I hoard whiskey. When I get it, I go, I'll save that for special times, I'll save it for special times. And then fuck all ever happens. So I've sat there with tons of whiskey. And
you want to see my whiskey collection?
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, because I'm such a soundy, right? And I do things for people with the goodness in my heart. They're always say to my wife, what does he drink? And after she said water, she then says whiskey. And before you know it, I end up with like 40 thingies of whiskey. But my neighbour got me a nice thingy of my favourite, one of my favourites, Glen Fritch.
Oh.
12 years. Man. 12 years in the barrel, man.
I can't let you pronounce it like that, mate.
Is it Fiddick? I was going to call it Fiddick, but then I thought you'll pick me up and pronounce it wrong, so I'll just go for Fiddick.
It's Glenfiddich.
Fiddick. Well, here's the thing. I always said that, but what was the film? It was in Dexter. They said,
you don't take an American pronunciation of a Scottish word
dues.
as the right way to do it.
Fair dues, you're right.
Double Glenmorangie on the rocks. It's Glenmorangie, you prick.
Fair play.
Fucking Conor McLeod.
Yeah, do you know what I've not had in a long time though? Buffalo Trace, and I think it was you that put me onto that, wasn't it?
That's the American bourbon.
Very nice, very nice. I called one of my teachers a drill instructor. How did they want to drill you, Janice? They want to drill you.
And did you get suspended, Janice?
In the air,
Was it-
Janice.
or did you at least have the or did you at least have the threat of being suspended? Because, like I said, it just doesn't happen anymore. Like, there's been kids bringing knives to school and that just come in the next day. It's fucking bonkers, man. It is bonkers. The stuff that modern teachers are like have to deal with is horrendous. But that's what I liked about watching this film. It felt like old school teaching,
Kinda, aye.
and I like that. There was no belts, there was no canes, any of that shit. Because I think that's deservedly outmoded.
No,
but
nowadays. You could bring it,
it's
if ever was a time to bring it back, it's now.
well, I know, but when a teacher walks into a class and just says quietly, "Take your seats," and everybody just does it.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? There's a level of respect that is lost now. And not all teachers deserve respect,
That's
but
true.
they should all get it anyway, because that's how the system should work when it comes to teaching.
Aye.
And that's definitely shown in this film. He is a tyrant, though. Like, even like these kids are being forced to stay there for the Christmas holidays, and he's like, okay, so I know it's Christmas, I know it's the holiday season, but we're going to be sticking to the usual school schedule. They're like, what the fuck, mate? he's like, well, to look at it from a positive side, you get a head start on the next semester. And you're like, oh, you prick, man. Like, it's the ultimate dick move. And they all fail their test, so he's like, oh, you'll get to sit it again, but it'll be a whole new test and you need to study over this break. Like, fuck you, man.
He's giving them a second chance, though. Like,
Well,
They
it was until Angus piped up. And he was just like, oh, you're not getting an email. A bit then. Anyway.
here, do you want to know one of the silliest things I got suspended for? I think it was like
Please.
a couple of days, right? So I had two mates and I had like a pencil, right? And they tried to steal it. So one of them like bear hugged me. So I'm like, no! And the other one went to grab it and I lunged forward and bit into his arm, like, leave my fucking pen.
I thought you said stupid things.
That was stupid.
Aye, for your point of view. like, I thought you meant like, what? I did this silly wee thing and got suspended. No, you bit somebody, mate. That's no good.
No, I bet him to stop him taking my pen. He's a thief. One of the other silly things, and I don't think I got suspended, but I got in quite a lot of trouble, was remember MSN? MSN Messenger?
ASL.
So, I remember making a fake account, right? Went onto Google and just wrote in like mad crazy bastard. I found this thing. It was a guy with like teeth missing, ginger skin heat, and an army jacket, right? So I was like, that'll do. Put it as a profile picture. Called myself fucking Mad Rancher or something like that. Then I'm not going to name names, right? Then I went down my actual MSN list and went, you'll do, because I know you. Put their name into this person's, so it's a now ad. And I'm messaging away. Here, I'm going to come and get you my Swiss Army knife. I'm going to cut your ears off and all that, put you in a black bag and that's right. Just try to scare him. But he didn't bite. He was like, aye, where you go, mate, where you go. And I'm like, oh, it didn't work, right? So I go into school the next day and I'm saying to my mate who's actually my partner in crime at school, and his name was Angus. Funnily enough, right? So get this, right? I said to Angus, who was always up for a laugh, I was like, mate, go and do me a favour. See when you see beep, go and do me a favour and just tell him that you've seen a guy at lunchtime and he was outside the school looking for this guy, right? And he said he's got a bag, a duffel bag in it on him. Just say he's asking folk for that guy, right? So I say, okay, all right. So I also said it to him. So I seen this boy at class, right? And I says, here, by the way, there's someone looking for you. Missing teeth, skin heat, and I'm describing this profile photo, right? And he's like, really? He says, you're like the second person to say that today. He's like, where was he? I'm like, just up there. He was looking for you. Weird. And I'm thinking to myself, why is he not reacting? I literally threatened him as this guy yesterday. Why is he like looking shocked? Anyway, the next day I come in, and the minute I hit school, Kevin, you need to go down to the office. All right, I go down to the office, there's police and the head teacher. Right, the best it is. So I go in, right? As I walk in, there's already someone sitting in front of the head teacher. It's Angus. Right? I walk in, Angus has got his head down, and he looks at me and he's like, and I'm like, what? And they're like, you need to tell us right now about this guy with the army jacket and all this, right? And I'm like, That was a joke. I says, but I was like, it was a joke. But the thing is, though, like he never responded. He says, yeah, because when you were messaging, his sister was on the computer at the time and was answering as him, right? So when he went home and says to his parents, I've had 2 people today say a guy with an army jacket. Okay, she's like, oh, you can't go to school. No, Mum, this guy was saying he was going to cut his ears off. They phoned the police.
Oh,
So
man.
I got in big trouble for that, but I don't think I got suspended. It was just like fucking a detention for a year or some shit like that.
Just a year.
I will not make silly fucking accusations that we're leading someone blah blah blah, because this could happen in real life.
Mate, just so you know how much of a good boy I was at school, right? I got 2 punishment exercises my whole time at school.
Oh
right?
man.
2 punishment exercises, never threatened with suspension. Right, I got 2 punishment exercises. The first one was in primary school, and you know what I had to write out 100 times?
What?
I must not deliberately stand outside in the rain. Right, pretty low key shit. Right.
Uh-huh.
The other one was I stole what'd you call it? It was it was for techie drawing.
Uh-huh.
And the technician had made all these wee wooden computer mice, computer
Nice.
mouses.
Do you take the balls?
So it was just a block of wood with a bit of plastic on it for the button, and you're meant to draw it. I was like, I'm having that. So I took it. The next class I'm in, fucking techie teacher knocks on the door because I got clicked on. And I just had to write a letter of apology. That's how. That's the lowest level shit. Oh no, I did hit a boy in the face with my school bag right off his chair once. As well.
Here, well, I know something that I was never a grass at school, but I grassed one time for shits and giggles. Right, one time we all came in late. This was like the first punny I ever got. We all came in late, me and like 4 other folk. We come in late, so all right, all of you, the big rector, Mr. Williamson, I think his name was, the big rector.
Oh, same
right?
guy that I had, eh?
Big rectum, aye. So he was like, all of you, because you were late, here's a punny. And I'm like, oh, our first punny. Next day I come in, all 4 of us. Got your punny, aye? Oh, I done mine, aye. One of us didn't do it, right? His name was Stephen. Stephen was like, oh, no, I never done it. Oh, I'm shanking myself. We go up to the rector, and 3 of us hand our punnies in. 4 of us start walking away. And the guy's like, no problem. And as we start walking away, right, Stephen's like this. Oh, he forgot about me. And I'm like...
You dick.
Wait.
Oh, that's such a Kev moment.
I'm like, did I? Sir, he's no done his, right? He goes, come here now, Stephen, right? As 3 of us are walking away, he's got that to me. Why? What? He goes back, right? The 3 of us go back up to CDT, laughing our heads off, right? We're sitting there in the class. And then he walks, and we're all looking at him, and he's proper crying. And we're all like, ah! He sits down, and I'm like, well, Stephen, what are you crying for? He's like, I got screamed at. We're all laughing at each other. Why did you do that? It's because I thought it'd be fucking funny.
It's like, and I was right.
Look at us all having a time. This fucking
It's like, listen, mate, look at us all laughing. I was correct.
Oh man, fucking such good times, and that's as well. This film reminds me as to why sometimes school years were actually good, because there was no repercussions, really. You could put somebody in hospital and the worst you got was suspended. You know what I mean? There was no repercussions back then. No, truly. It was your time to really play in the sandbox and figure life out for a wee bit with your friends and create memories. And I think that is an undertone of this film. It feels like that. You know what I mean? Like you feel that whatever happens at that school, they're going to remember that. And that's going to be pivotal in their life.
The thing is, like with that particular school, it was clearly like a prep school, boarding school sort of thing. It was preparing these young guys for going to Yale and fucking Harvard, and what's the other big one? Yale, Harvard. There's another one.
Harvard, Yale.
In fact, there's another few, but there's another one that's even mentioned in it. Cambridge? No, that's Harvard.
What's the DuPont one?
Pardon me. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so anything that they got in trouble for there will haunt them throughout their college career, or even fucking hell, pardon me, trying to get into the college in the first place. So it did feel like the stakes are higher for these boys. Another thing about this film is how much it looks like a film of its time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks like it was made.
It does.
At that time, it looks like a 70s film, and even at the start, it comes up copyright, and it gives you Roman numeral. It's like MCMLVI, something like that, and it's 1971. Like that's what comes up in the starting credits, and you're like, okay, they're creating this illusion. It wasn't filmed on celluloid. It was all done digitally, but all the wee kind of scratch marks and stuff that appear in the film were added in later just to add to the look. But you couldn't tell. Like it looks like it was filmed on film, shot on film is the word actually. Anyway, what's
film? She said she was tough as nails, and I couldn't stand her. And no, I didn't get suspended for that. Ha 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 ha! I got suspended for fighting Janisha fucking Reb Matthewman. I got suspended once for accidentally punching a lassie. Accidentally, I fancied at the time, treat him mean, keep him keen, in the face. Proper accident, but the fucking psycho head teacher went through me. Needless to say, she never went out with me. Well, tends to happen when you punch a lassie in the puss, mate.
Sarah, I really fancy you. How funny would it be if her name was Sarah? Sarah. Do you remember that advert? It was one of those be carefully alcohol and drugs adverts when I was growing up, and it was a wee boy. He's been in a lot of stuff. A wee Scottish actor. I can't even remember his name though. I've not seen him for quite a while. The last thing I remember seeing him in was a Billy Connolly film called The Debt Collector. But like he was getting ready for this party that he was going to, and he's practicing his chat lines for Sarah. Right, so he's drying his hair. He's like, "Oh, Sarah, you're looking good tonight." And he's in the mirror and he's like, "Oh, I was just wondering if you maybe fancied." Oh, that's rubbish. And then he gets to the party and he's drinking and he walks up to her and goes, "Sarah, I really fancy you, so how about it?"
And he's sick, isn't he?
No, he's not sick.
But it's because he
looks like he's going to be.
I do remember that.
Aye.
Sarah.
So, the Holdovers. I thoroughly enjoyed this, man. But like, I wasn't sitting pissing myself laughing the whole time. I wasn't sitting greeting the whole time. I wasn't at any kind of. I don't feel like my emotions ever really peaked at any point in one way. I was never pissing myself. I was never howling, but I had a lot of in between, a lot of wee giggles and chuckles. See the bit when he's chasing him through the school. That was the closest I came to howling, man. I've got a theory that Alexander Payne likes watching Paul Giamatti trying to run, because he did it in Sideways as well. There's a bit where Paul Giamatti runs down a really steep hill in Sideways, and it's one of the funniest fucking physical comedy moments I've ever seen in a film. They were going to get a stuntman to do it at first, right? Because it's filmed at a bit of a distance. He basically finds out that his ex-wife's getting remarried. So he's got a box of wine in the back of the car and he just fucking bites the cork out of one and starts running down the hill with it, and his mate's chasing him. And they were going to use a stuntman, but the stuntman did it too well. Like, the stuntman didn't look funny doing it. So he's like, "Paul, you do it. We'll film it and see what happens." And it's fucking brilliant. And I got the same vibes when he was chasing him through the school just before he dislocated his shoulder. When he's chasing him, watching Paul Giamatti run. I don't know if he deliberately runs funny for the film or if that's just how he runs, but Jesus fucking Christ, it's funny. And that was one of the kind of laugh out loud moments I had. And he, like the bit where they're sitting in the cinema where they go to Boston, and he turns to me, he's like, He's like, this is actually a pretty. He's like,
Fuck off!
Fuck off! The way he turns to the guy and goes, "Oh, fuck off!" It's just so out of character for him.
Yeah, I know.
And it works. It works.
But you
so
know,
well,
Howland.
man.
Well, you know, Howland when that Batakit teacher was like so seemingly into him, and he's like,
"Oh man!"
And then the guy walks in and he starts stalking, and he turns and he's like,
he just kind of
I was
looks.
like, "Ah!"
He looks with his wee bung eye away in one direction.
He's like,
You're just like, "Oh man, I'm actually devastated for you." I thought that was going to be the moment where he finds like a human connection, and then she's just got a man, fucking ruined it. Aye, but there's a lot of wee moments like that where you're just like, "Oh, that didn't go the way I was expecting."
to be fair, he was kind of punching, and that's now. You didn't even really think he had a chance, right?
Well, I kind of did because it's a film, and that's how films work. You know, what I mean, this woman sees something in him that nobody else does. But then there's also the moment where Angus turns to him and goes, "By the way, you fucking reeky fish."
I know. You've always reeked a fish.
And it's worse towards the end of the day, and he's like, it's a medical thing. I can't mind what he calls it. It's a medical problem I've got. And he's like, all right, that's why you're scared of women then. And again, imagine having a condition like that where you just wreak the fucking haddock.
That would be pish, that'd be pish.
Unless you work, actually.
Unless you were a fishmonger, you could be like, well, I've been at work all day, you know.
It's the weekend, but fuck.
I know, but you know, I work that hard that it's ingrained.
I still remember there was a woman that used to come in and shop at Lidl when I worked there, and she used to come in pretty like most days to buy supplies for the burger van that she ran, and she was a really, really beautiful woman. She must have been at the time in her mid-40s, but really, really pretty. But you just couldn't get over the fucking reek of burger grease. You know what I mean? Just couldn't get over the smelly chip fat and oil and all that. It was like, and again, even when she came in at the weekend, you're like, I'm still getting a whiff. And it's like, that's such a shame because she's such a pretty woman. Paul Giamatti, not a pretty man, but a fucking good actor.
He's a very good actor. Very good actor. He is.
So, like I said, it's not particularly original in a lot of ways. It's been done before, but just the way it was put together as a whole, I think was really, really sweet, really nice.
I knew like it's hit or miss with films you recommend, right? Court dramas and shit like that. It's a hit or miss, right? But this one was a hit because, to be honest, going into it, I thought, oh no, first 5-10 minutes, I thought I'm not getting into this. Then I was like, oh, I get it, and I stayed up to finish it, mate. So it was very, very good.
It was one of the ones. It was before the podcast started. Like I finished watching it about 20 to 9, right? And I was like, oh man, if Kev hates this, I'm going to struggle to argue with him. Like I'm not going to be able to say this is why you should love it because it is one of the films, like I said at the beginning, that it's tough to argue with somebody that thought it was boring or pish or whatever. So I was actually really glad when you turned around and said that you liked it. I was really glad.
Man. I did like it. I liked it quite a lot. It's interesting when my wife was like, "Well, how was it?" Because she was going to watch it. I was like, "I need to watch it like now." And she was like, "Well, do you think I would like it?" I'm like, I says, "I don't know because I do like it. I think you won't." I says, "But it seems like something you would actually watch. You know, nothing really happens on the grand scheme of thing. Just shit going on between folk. Sometimes I think like you say, you need to be in the mood for that. You know." So it was an interesting one.
Aye, and a good few memorable lines. Like I love the bit where, right at the beginning, when he's getting told that he's the guy that has to stay because the other guy lied about his fucking mum being no well, and he's like, oh, he's like, I know why you're doing this. It's because I failed Jordan so and so. He's like, well, said his dad's a senator. He gives a lot of money to the school. He's like, aye, but I'm a fucking teacher. I can't just pass people because their parents give money. I stand on principle. And he's like, aye, but exceptions have to be made. And the line he says, I had me howling. He went, he said, that boy is too dumb to pour piss out of a boot. I was like, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that in my everyday vernacular whenever I'm trying to prove a point about how stupid somebody is. They couldn't pour piss out a boot. I love that.
Did you know like what he called the guy at the end after he gets sacked?
Oh man, I'll let you do it. Aye, that was.
Oh
that
mate,
was
You can me. I don't remember my dialogue off to a T, but
Right.
I'm pretty sure he called him penis cancer.
Aye. He's like he clearly just gets the sack for things that happen because he stood up for this boy. Like he actually lied and said that something was his responsibility. It wasn't. It was the boy that caused it, but he took the brunt. And as a result, he gets sacked. And as he's walking out, boss man's like, "Just remember, Hannum, you did this to yourself." And he went, "I've known you since you were a boy, so I can say with great authority that you are penis cancer in human form."
Such good shit, man. Such good shit. Love
But just to go back to that last interaction that Paul has with Angus, it was just like a total mutual respect and a right fucking tearjerker, a moment where they both were basically saying, "You'll be all right," and it was so heartfelt, so well put together. And then as he's driving away, it reveals that he nicked the boss's bottle of whiskey, and I'm like, "Oh, you fucking dancer!" And here's the best part: he cracks it open when he's waiting at a junction. He's like, "Boom!" Fucking sip, sip, sip. And he doesn't even swallow it. He just swishes it about his mouth and spits it on the road. You're just like, it's like a proper act of defiance.
Fucking love it. Fucking love it. It was very good. I say anybody that is able to go watch it. It's on Netflix. I'm glad we covered it. J Mac, we're not going to cover something great next week because it's been. Can you believe it's been nearly a fucking year since we done a watch along?
Has it? Fucking hell. Right, okay.
So let's fucking no get through this year without doing a watch along.
Okay.
We want everybody watching right now or watching through the week to hit us up with an option of 4 of the fucking worst, stinkiest, fucking cheapest budget Christmas films, horror or none, and we'll put it to a vote. We'll let you guys vote. Next week we'll get something so fucking and we'll watch it here on the show. And if anybody watching would like to jump on with us and sit on this screen as we all watch, you are more than welcome to. Let us know. We'll send you the link. Ideally, have some headphones, microphone if you can, but AirPods will suffice. Just take them straight out of your bit, put them right in your ears, and it works as a microphone and headphones, and it's good for us. Have a secondary screen if you can. We can't show it here on the tape, but we can watch it as we all watch along. And that invitation goes out to everybody. And I'll be putting an invitation out to everybody on social media to come and join J Mac and Kev on a Christmas rotten watch along.
The rotten watch along. I like it.
The rotten watch along. It'll be fucking splendid. I want something so nasty that they'll just not put it on DVD.
Well, it's something that we need to hunt for.
Something that's likely.
Or at least it's on Amazon Prime.
Prime or YouTube, we're looking here. Shudder sometimes, but Prime or YouTube, we're wanting like terrible. They're eating her! Then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god! Oh, class. Ginny says, I'll give some serious thought to that chat. To that. I can't wait. Us too, Janice. To be fair, I didn't start the fight, but I'm damn sure I finished it. Oh, Janice. Fucking Janice Sagal in the fucking house. Janice Sagal.
Janice Claude Van Damme.
Janice Van Damme. GCVD, Janice Claude Van Damme. Fucking right, man. Fucking right. Put a spell on the motherfucker. So I do your homework, folks. Get us a fucking stinker Christmas film, and we'll fucking watch it next week. And I look forward to it. I might even ask Ken to jump on with us.
That'd be good fun. I'd like to meet the
class.
guy.
Aye, he's a good guy. Hey, fucking, we're gonna have Kurt Angle's new film, the director on that, probably before Christmas. Ideally, I'm gonna give him a wee text. But Kurt Angle's asked that we review his new film, so that'd be class.
Okay, sounds like a plan, man.
We shall do that. So tune in with us next week at 9 p.m. Jibber Jabber Podcast is brought to you every Sunday at 9 p.m. live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Most weeks, you know, we're on Twitch and we've got like 100 followers. Nobody ever tunes in on Twitch, but we still do it nonetheless because we're available. We make ourselves well available. But this has been a pleasure watching this, J Mac. I might actually go and watch Sideways.
Please do.
I might, if it's as good as that. So
Please do, man. It's fucking brilliant.
for real, for real, class. So yep, vote coming this weekend, this week, and we leave it in the hands of you guys, and everybody's welcome. So on that note, J Mac, anything you'd like to say to the fine folks?
Barton men.
Take it easy, my fellas. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Cheers.
Sharp like a blade, Jay Mack cracks a joke, got the crowd swayed. Sundays light up as they set the stage. Two voices cutting through the digital age. Oh, Kevin and Jay Mack, they roll like thunder. The bond isn't fake, it'll pull you under. They laugh, they clap, but they never found out. Brothers in the spotlight, no love is louder. And loyal week after week, she laughs till her ribs ache. The jokes that they speak, Matthew Min drops his takes, always on point. The podcast rolls smooth, two kings on the joint. Oh, Kevin and Jay Mack, they roll like thunder. The